Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat siang, saya ucapkan
Waalaikumsalam.
pada teman-teman yang telah hadir pada pertemuan hari ini. Hari ini pertemuan kita merencanakan untuk mempresentasikan hasil yang sudah kita dapatkan atau kita peroleh terkait dengan artikel ilmiah, tugas bahasa Inggris dari Bapak Farid Ahmadi. Untuk teknisnya nanti kita urutkan sesuai dengan NIM ya, sesuai dengan NIM dari nomor 1 sampai nomor 20. Nanti kalau ada yang tidak ada berarti kita lewati. Nanti di akhir seperti itu. Sebelum memaparkan, alangkah baiknya kita awali kegiatan pada kesempatan kali ini dengan berdoa. Berdoa menurut agama dan kepercayaan masing-masing, saya persilakan. Berdoa selesai. Terima kasih. Baik, kita langsung kepada pemaparan yang pertama yang akan disampaikan oleh Bu Umi Latifah ya. Apakah ada Bu Umi Latifah di sini? Tidak ada. Jika tidak ada, silakan.
Bukunya ada, cuma belum siap. Mungkin bisa
Oh, belum
dilanjut
sih.
nomor 2 dulu.
Oke, baik.
Sebentar Pak, lewati dulu.
Iya.
Saya nomor 2 atau 3 ya, ini sedang.
Oke.
Oke, baik. Berarti nanti tukar dengan Mbak Syarina ya? Bisa ya? Oke. Silakan Mbak Syarina, saya persilakan. Boleh share screen.
Oke, baik. Terima kasih kepada Pak Oni. Sebelumnya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Izinkan saya di sini, izin untuk share screen untuk menampilkan draft jurnal abstrak. Apakah sudah bisa terlihat, Bapak Ibu?
Sudah, sudah.
Oke, baiklah. Langsung saja saya bacakan jurnal saya. Strategy of the School Principal and Teacher Intruding Religious Culture at SD Negeri 36 Rejang Lebong. Author Sarina Maharani and Uni Yusepta, Master Program Study of Primary Education, University of Semarang, Semarang City, Indonesia, Elementary School Teacher Education Study Program, Universitas Islam Negeri Curup, Indonesia. Corresponding Author Sarina Maharani. Abstract. This research is a study that discuss the strategy of school principal and teacher in instilling religious culture in students. Religious culture is important to instinct in student form and early age, especially in view of the time in the current era of globalization. The purpose of this study is to explain the leadership of school principal and teacher in instilling a religious culture. The religious is a field research using a qualitative descriptive approach. The subject of importance in this study were school principal, teacher, and student. Data collection, thesis, touch, observation, interview, and documentation. Data analysis technique was using data reduction, data presentation, and drawing conclusion. The result of this study at first, the condition of religious culture at SD Negeri 36 Rejang Lebong every day has progressed in terms of the activity carried out, such as reading prayer and short surah when starting and after studying. Performing duha, praying, reciting Iqra, culture, commemorating holiday Islam. Second, the strategy used by school principal and teacher in instilling a religious culture in Rejang Lebong, 36 elementary school students are planning, habitat, and exemplary. Third, the objects face in instilling a religious culture are the last of self aware of student lack of support from parent, environment, and time. Keyword, principal strategi, culture, and religious. Baik, terima kasih. Saya kembalikan lagi ke moderator. Pada Pak Ahmad Syaikoni kami persilahkan.
Oke, baik. Demikianlah presentasi atau pemaparan dari Mbak Sherina Maharani ya terkait dengan abstrak yang sudah disusun. Langsung kita lanjut ke urutan selanjutnya ya, yang akan disampaikan oleh, oh ini Mas Syahrul izin, berarti ke Mbak Nisa ya.
Iya,
Mbak
iya.
Nisa Usaidah sudah siap?
Baik, saya share
Baik.
screen.
Iya, silakan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya akan memaparkan template jurnal untuk tugas bahasa Inggris ini. Jurnalnya nanti akan dipublikasikan di Journal of Innovation in Educational and Cultural Research. Judul Development of the Application of Biology Learning Media Class 12 at SMA Negeri 1 Kajen. Informatics Engineering Program, College of Informatics and Computer Management, STIMIK Widya Pratama, Indonesia. Abstract. With limited time to study at school, many problems arise faced by students such as in class 12 biology subjects at SMA Negeri 1 Kajen. And from the result of the survey conducted, it was concluded that there are still students who have difficulty in studying biology subjects. To be able to help students in learning biology subjects, then make class 12 biology learning media at SMA Negeri 1 Kajen. The method used in developing of learning media applications class 12 biology in a structured approach with a waterfall. The stages include planning, system analysis, system design, implementation, and testing. Class 12 Biology Learning Media is based dynamic website with an attractive appearance, easy to use and responsive so that it is easily accessible with mobile device, smartphones, tablets, as well as PC or laptops. Class 12 Biology Learning Media includes material which consists of text, animation, video, and image. Besides that, there is an evaluation feature, a page to post assignment, and a forum to discuss. Material and evaluation in class 12 Biology Learning Media can be updated accordingly existing curriculum because it uses dynamic web. Instructional media class 12 biology has gone through several tests, namely an white box, black box, and user acceptance test. And from this test, it was found the conclusion is that respondent or user accept biology learning media class 12 is well, so that this application is ready to be used to support learning at SMA Negeri 1 Kajen, especially in class biology subjects 12. Thank you.
Ya, terima kasih Mbak Nisa ya sudah memaparkan artikelnya, abstrak artikelnya. Untuk selanjutnya saya persilahkan, oh ini Bu Umi udah siap ya. Kita persilakan ke Bu Umi dulu ya. Karena tadi di urutan pertama beliau sudah siap sekarang. Bu Umi sudah siap?
Ya. Oke, terima kasih Mas
Oke,
Oni. Suara saya
silakan.
terdengar ya.
Terdengar, Bu.
Baik, saya share jurnal yang saya ambil beberapa pekan lalu ya. Kaitannya dengan, sudah terlihat ya Mas?
Ya,
Sudah.
Oke, yang berjudul The Influence of Motivation. Bentar aja motor lewat. The Influence of Motivation, Learning Discipline, Teacher Competence, and Parental Support on Academic Achievement of Students. Ya, ini saya Handayani, Manager Department of Atma Bakti Institute of Economics. Untuk abstraknya, student achievement is very important to improve the quality of human resource. Each student's academic performance is different even in the same situation. Many factors influence student in academic achievement. Academic achievement is a result achieved by student in the learning process at a certain time. This study aims to determine the effect of motivation, learning discipline, teacher competence, and parental support on student academic achievement. This research used quantitative description with a sample of 90 students of Gamma English course Koharjo. The sampling technique used was very sampling with data collection using a questionnaire. The data analysis technique used multiple linear regression analysis and was processed with SPSS23. The determined coefficient of the result showed that motivation, learning discipline, teacher competence, and parental support could explain the student academic achievement by 62.3%. The result of the study conclude that there was a positive effect of teacher motivation and competence on student academic achievement, but learning discipline and parental support had a negative effect on the student achievement. That's all. Thank you, Mr. Oni.
Oke, baik. Terima kasih, Bu Umi. Bisa stop share screen? Ya. Demikian pemaparan dari Bu Umi Latifah ya. Untuk selanjutnya saya persilahkan kepada Bu Dewi ya. Bu Dewi Yuliani. Silakan Bu Dewi.
Sebentar, Pak. Sudah terlihat?
ya, silakan Bu. Sudah terlihat.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih atas kesempatannya. Saya akan memaparkan artikel yang sudah saya buat menjadi abstrak. Itu saya akan submit di Jurnal International of Education Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia dengan judul The Effect of Using Generating Interaction Between Semata and Text Method on Reading Comprehension Skills, Learning Motivation, and Self-Efficacy of Class 3 Student at SD Negeri Serang 3. Diriani, Universitas Negeri Semarang, Indonesia. Koresponden autornya Dewi Yuliani 14 at students unes at .id. Abstraknya, low reading comprehension can have a negative impact on student motivation and self-efficacy. Students with low reading comprehension skill often struggle to understand the material presented to them, leading to sense of incompetence in comprehending the material. This research aimed to examine the effect of using the generating interaction between schemata and text, GIST approach on reading comprehension, reading motivation, and self-efficacy on third grade student at SD Negeri Serang 3. The research methodology used in this study is quantitative, with data collection and analysis conducted through quasi-experimental design with pretest, post-test, control group design. This method can help students better understand the reading, increasing their self-confidence in learning, and improve their learning motivation. Positive and constructive feedback can help students feel more confident in their ability to learn and achieve their learning goals. Overall, this research provides an important contribution to the development to effective learning method that improve student reading comprehension, learning motivation, and self-efficacy. Additionally, this research provides information and recommendation to teacher and policymaker in choosing appropriate learning method to enhance the quality of education in Indonesia. Keyword is generating interaction between schemata and text, GIST, method, reading comprehension, skill, learning motivation, and self-efficacy. Thank you.
Oke, baik, terima kasih Bu Dewi Yuliani. Selanjutnya saya Ahmad Syaikhoni yang akan memaparkan artikel terkait dengan penelitian ya yang sudah pernah saya lakukan. Mohon izin share screen. Ya, sudah terlihat ya. Baik, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Izinkan saya untuk memaparkan artikel ilmiah terkait dengan abstraknya terlebih dahulu. Di sini judulnya adalah Influence of the Principal's Leadership Style to the Performance of Primary School Teachers, Prince Diponegoro Group, Batang District, Batang Regency. Untuk autornya Ahmad Syaikhoni, Graduate School in Universitas Negeri Semarang, Center of Java, Indonesia. Corresponding author, alamat email. Kemudian abstract, teacher is an educator who is fully responsible for the implementation of education in order to achieve the educational goals that have been set. Good teacher performance will help the implementation of education better. There are many factors that affect teacher performance. One of them is the principal's leadership. Ini merupakan isu penelitian. The purpose of this study was to determine the influence of the principal's leadership style on the performance of primary school teachers, Prince Diponegoro Group, Batang District, Batang Regency. The research method used yang barusan merupakan tujuan penelitian. The research method used by the researchers is quantitative correlational because in the process of implementation, researchers look for the magnitude of the influence of two variables and are analyzed using appropriate statistical methods. Itu adalah metode penelitian. Kemudian bagian yang keempat, the results of study indicate that there is a significant influence of the principal's leadership style on the performance of primary school teachers, Prince Diponegoro Group. The performance variable of elementary school teachers has an index value of 93.45% and belongs to the high category. Hypothesis testing obtained results show that there is an influence of the principal's leadership style to the performance of primary school teachers. This is evidence from the results of the hypothesis test using simple correlation analysis and obtained an R value of 0.394, the influence of the principal's leadership style is low. The contribution of variable X to variable Y is 15.5%. Then the remaining 84.5% was influenced by other factors. Keywords: principal's leadership style, primary school teachers performance. Demikian, jadi abstrak saya memuat 4 poin. Ada isu penelitian, kemudian tujuan dari studi atau penelitian, metode penelitian, dan yang keempat adalah hasil penelitian. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Untuk selanjutnya, saya persilahkan kepada Mbak Octavia Christine. Silakan Mbak Octavia Christine.
Baik, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Izinkan saya untuk memperlihatkan jurnal saya. Sudah terlihat? Ini saya terbitkan, rencananya mau di Ganesha. Judulnya Improving Learning Outcomes of Energy Source Material by Using the VAK Learning Model for fourth grade students of SDN 1 Gedong Sari in the year 2018-2019. Abstract: a model has an important role to improve the quality of education. Teachers are required to be skilled in selecting, developing, and using models that are in accordance with the material to be taught, including as in science subject. The purpose of this study was to improve student learning outcomes of energy source material. This type of research is classroom action research, or PTK, which is carried out talk to cycles, namely cycle 1 and cycle 2. The subjects of this study were fourth grade students of SD Negeri 1 Gedong Sari, totaling 14 students consisting of 9 boys and 5 girls. The data analysis technique used comparative descriptive analysis, namely comparating the initial condition before the action, the result of cycles 1 and cycles 2 based on the result of the study. It can be concluded that the visual, audio, kinesthetic, or VAK learning model can improve science learning outcome on energy source material in grade 4 students of SD Negeri 1 Gedong Sari. This research was conducted into cycles 1 and 2, obtain the following data. The KKM standard for science subject is 70 before using the VAK model, and there were only 14.3% or 2 students who completed learning, while 85.7% or 12 students did not complete learning. After using the VAK model in learning science in cycles 1, data obtained 57.14% or 8 students completed learning, and 42.86% or 6 students did not complete learning. After reflection in cycles 1, there was an increase in learning outcomes in cycles 2, namely 92.3% or 13 students completed learning and 7.7% or 1 student did not complete learning. Keywordnya learning outcomes, energy source, VAK, learning, model, or visual, auditory, kinesthetic. Terima kasih.
Ya, terima kasih Mbak Octavia Christine. Selanjutnya Mas Aris Dwianto. Saya persilakan.
Ya, terima kasih. Izin saya screen dulu. Oke, sudah terlihatkah? Oke, sepertinya sudah. Baik, saya mulai. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Berikut adalah abstrak dari penelitian saya. Ini saya gunakan template International Journal of Education dari Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. Kemudian yang saya gunakan di sini adalah penelitian tindakan kelas yang kemudian saya ubah bentuknya ke dalam model template seperti yang sudah saya tampilkan berikut ini. Judul yang saya gunakan adalah Improving Science Learning Outcomes Through the Student Team Achievement Division, STAT. Oke, saya bacakan untuk abstraknya. This study aims to find out that the application of the Student Team Achievement Division, STAT, can improve science learning outcomes for students. This study used a class action research design. The research was conducted in 4 cycles, with 3 meetings in each cycle. Data collection techniques include both test and non-test. Data validation was performed to determine the increase in student learning outcomes, analyzed from the score obtained in the initial condition, cycle 1, cycle 2, cycle 3, and cycle 4. The gains from each cycle were then compared to determine the improvement achieved after using STAT. The data were analyzed through observation result and were triangulated using both source triangulation and method triangulation. The study concluded that there was an increase in science learning outcomes. This was indicated by the increase in learning outcomes from cycle 1 with a class average of 72 and a learning completeness rate of 70%, to cycle 2 with an increase in learning outcomes to 76 and a learning completeness rate of 84%. In cycle 3, the learning outcomes further increased to 80 with an individual learning mastery rate of 87%. After completing cycle 4, the learning outcomes increased again to 83 with a completeness rate of 93%. Suggestions that can be conveyed are that teachers, when implementing STAT, should pay attention to the use of interesting and relevant learning media for the material being studied. Keyword dalam abstrak saya, Science Learning Outcomes, STAT, and Class Action Research. Demikian paparan saya, terima kasih atas waktunya. Saya kembalikan lagi ke Pak Oni.
Baik, terima kasih pada Mas Aris Dwianto. Selanjutnya akan disampaikan oleh Mbak Sri Putri. Pada Mbak Sri Putri, saya persilakan.
Baik, terima kasih Pak Oni. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Apakah suara saya terdengar?
Terdengar, Bu.
Dengar, Mbak. Silakan.
Oh ya. Baik, di sini saya template jurnalnya saya pakai dari Journal of Scientific Research, Education and Technology dengan judul The Effect of Smart 3 Media on Beginning Reading Skill of Class 2 Student in SD Negeri 36 Kota Sorong. Abstract. This study aims to determine the effect of Smart 3 media on the early reading skill of second grade students of SD Negeri 36 Sorong City. This research used in this research is quantitative research using quasi-experiment design, research design. The population in the study were students for class 2, which consisted of class A, B, C, and D, which amounted to 121 students. The data collection instrument used in this study were observation and performance test, pre-test, and post-test. The data analysis technique consists of 4 stages, namely the descriptive data test, the reliability test, the normality test, the homogeneity test, and the t-test test. The result of the instrument item reliability test obtained 0,08 from the analysis test. The superior normality test was obtained from the pre-test data experimental class 0,118 lebih besar dari 0,05. Pre-test data control class 0,39 lebih besar dari 0,5, and post-test experimental class 0,118 lebih besar dari 0,05. Post-test control class yaitu 0,036 lebih besar dari 0,05. So, from the data obtained formal data from the analysis of the homogeneity test data from the experimental class and the control class, the value SIG was 0,36 lebih besar dari 0,05. So, two samples come from a homogeneously distributed population. It obtained a value of 0,01 lebih kecil dari 0,05. Then H is accepted and HO is rejected, so it can be concluded that there is influence between the application of Smart 3 media and the beginning reading skill of second grade student at SD Negeri 36 Sorong City. Keyword Smart 3 media beginning reading skill. Terima kasih. Saya kembalikan ke Pak Oning.
Baik, terima kasih pada Mbak Sri Putri. Selanjutnya akan disampaikan oleh Mbak Asri Dwi Doratun. Silakan Mbak Asri.
Ya, izin share screen. Maaf sebelumnya, apa sudah terlihat Pak Oni?
Sudah.
Ya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Di sini saya memakai jurnal International Journal of Elementary Education dari Universitas Pendidikan Ganesha. Judul dari jurnalnya adalah The Effect of Self-Efficacy on Metacognition Skills of High Class Student at SD Negeri 16 Jirak, Samalantan Distrik, Bengkayang Regency. Di sini ada saya Astri Dwi Duratun dan dosen pembimbing saya saat S1 yaitu Ika Maryani. Department of Primary Teacher Education, Universitas Ahmad Dahlan, Yogyakarta, Indonesia. Keywordnya self-efficacy and metacognition skills. Abstract, self-efficacy and metacognition skills are two essential variables in achieving learning goals. However, the correlation between the two variables has yet to be discovered. The study aims to analyze and describe the significant effect of self-efficacy on the metacognition skills of high-class elementary school students. A quantitative research method with an ex post facto or causal comparative approach was used in this study. The study population was 88 students and the sample was 72 students. Data analysis technique used descriptive statistics and simple linear regression. Based on the result of the analysis, it is obtained that the hypothesis tested that there is a positive and significant correlation between self-efficacy and metacognition skills in high-class elementary school students through the Pearson correlation test. A significant value of 0.00 is obtained, which means it is smaller than 0.05, namely 0.00 less than 0.05, with a positive correlation of 0.784, so that when viewed from the existing degree guidelines, the Pearson correlation is strongly correlated. The obtained value of 10.573 means more significant than the t-table value of 1.66629, namely 10.573 greater than 1.66629. With the acquisition of the regression equation y equal 12.822 plus 0.713, which implies that self-efficacy is positively correlated with student metacognition skills. So, self-efficacy affect metacognition skills. Thank you.
Oke, baik. Terima kasih Mbak Asri Widuratun. Bisa stop share. Ya, terima kasih. Selanjutnya disampaikan oleh Mbak Maulina. Pada Mbak Maulina saya persilakan.
Oke, baik. Terima kasih atas waktunya. Pada kesempatan ini, saya akan menyampaikan tentang yang intinya artikelnya ini. Saya akan membacakan. Apakah suara saya terdengar?
Ya, terdengar.
Oke, terima kasih. Saya akan membacakan abstrak dari artikel yang telah saya buat. This thesis aims to investigate students' perception and the barriers to online English speaking for Google Classroom. The research is held professional high school in the academic years 20 and 20 or 20 and 21. This research was a descriptive qualitative study in which the main data were collected through questionnaires and interviews. The analysis data in this study include the stage of data condensation, data registration, and drawing conclusion. The result of this study concludes that students can access the material of English speaking that is shared by the teacher. Students disagree with the use of Google Classroom in online English speaking. The teacher's method and technique used in Google Classroom can help them understand the material of English speaking towards Google Classroom. It cannot improve their speaking skill. Google Classroom cannot be used for practicing speaking, and students are not enthusiastic and motivated in English speaking towards Google Classroom. Besides, its students also mention the advantage and disadvantage of Google Classroom. In addition, the research also found several barriers faced by students during learning English speaking towards Google Classroom. Those are the methods and techniques used in Google Classroom, the excess of external support such as coach and students' motivation and interest, keyword, online English speaking, Google Classroom, student and perception. Thank you.
Cukup sekian abstrak yang telah saya bacakan.
Baik, terima kasih Mbak Maulina. Selanjutnya akan disampaikan oleh Mas Muarif Hasanah. Padanya saya persilakan.
Oke, terima kasih. Maulina bisa tampilkan scan screen. Oke, agak di zoom. Oke, baiklah. Terima kasih atas kesempatan diberikan kepada saya. Perkenalkan, nama saya Muarif Hasanah, NIM 0103522079. Izinkanlah saya untuk mempresentasikan terkait dengan artikel jurnal saya yang berjudul, scroll ke atas, yang berjudul Development of Blended Learning Based Mathematics Learning Device Viewed from the Learning Styles of Student at SMP Muhammadiyah 2 Mariai Sorong District. Adapun di sini yang menjadi autor yaitu yang pertama Mustafa, kemudian Heni Sri Astuti, kemudian Sahidin dan Muarif Hasanah. Adapun universitasnya yaitu universitas dari autor, yakni Universitas Pendidikan Muhammadiyah Sorong, Papua Barat, Indonesia, dan Universitas Negeri Semarang, Jawa Tengah, Indonesia. Untuk emailnya menggunakan email Muarif Hasanah, sebagaimana yang tercantum di jurnal artikel ini. Scroll ke bawah lagi. Adapun abstraknya, yakni learning mathematics at school still has low learning outcomes. There are students who have different learning styles who get learning faster by using an auditory style or prefer to use to sense of hearing. Visual of more focused by using the sense of sight and kinesthetic, which are more likely to use the sense of taste. So that the teacher must be able to create learning style that suit the needs of students. The aim of this research is to develop an effective, practical, and valid blended learning based mathematics learning tool in terms of student learning styles. This study used the research and development method. R&D research is writing that describe the development of a learning device product in stage. The research result of the product being developed are said to be effective because students have a presentation of learning outcomes research 77%. Practicality analysis calculation are based on the result of student interviews and observation sheets on the implementation of learning to get the positive response, which means that the learning used is practical. From the calculation of identity based on the result of calculation from the two validator according the Gregory formula, it is said to be valid with a score of 0.8 and 0.7. Oke, thank you. Terima kasih atas itulah tadi presentasi abstrak saya, dan saya kembalikan kepada moderator. Terima kasih.
Baik, terima kasih Mas Muarif Hasanah. Selanjutnya akan disampaikan oleh Mbak Rika Salsabila Sahmanita. Saya persilakan.
Baik, terima kasih atas kesempatannya. Izin share screen. Apakah sudah terlihat?
Mbak Maulina bisa stop share dulu.
Aku stop dulu.
Coba diulang Mbak Rika.
Oke, apakah sudah terlihat?
Sudah.
Oke. Perkenalkan, nama saya Rika Salsabila Sakmanita. Saya akan memaparkan mengenai artikel yang telah saya rencanakan untuk diupload di jurnal internasional berkaitan dengan abstraknya. Dengan judul Teachers' Effort in Overcoming Learning Saturation During the COVID-19 Pandemic in Class 5, SD Negeri 1 Pabuaran Kidul. Dengan author 1, Tasya Aulia Prameswari, author 2, Rika Salsabila Sakmanita, author 3, Dr. Sudrajat, MPDI, dan author 4 itu M. Khozinul Huda, MPD. Dengan corresponding author, Rika Salsabila Sakmanita. Abstract. A teacher must have effort that can reduce learning saturation in students, because the teacher is a person whose existence is very important and related to results and quality of education. Teachers can try to make learning interesting using various variation, media, learning strategies, and excellent instruction in order to reduce student learning reduce. This study aims to describe 1. The factors causing the learning saturation of class 5 students at SD Negeri 1 Pabuaran Kidul. 2. Teachers' efforts to overcome learning saturation in class 5 students at SD Negeri 1 Pabuaran Kidul. 3. Obstacle faced by teachers to overcome learning saturation in class 5 students at SD Negeri 1 Pabuaran Kidul. This research was conducted using a qualitative approach with a description method, and the type of research is a case study. The data collection technique used interviews, observation, and documentation, while the data analysis technique is triangulation. Based on the result of research and discussion, it can be concluded that the teacher's efforts in overcoming the boredom of learning for class 5 students have been carried out very well and maximally. The implementation of the teacher's efforts in using variation, media, learning strategies, and interaction with class 5 students to reduce learning boredom is quite influential because student saturation in class 5 is quite low. The keywords is teacher's effort and learning saturation. That's all. Thank you. Saya kembalikan kepada Pak Poni. Terima kasih.
Baik, terima kasih Mbak Rika Salsabila Sakmanita. Selanjutnya akan disampaikan oleh Bu Andriana Kusuma Wardani. Ya, saya persilakan.
Okay, I want to present my scientific article in the form of a journal that I have created in accordance with the international journal template from Indonesian University of Education. Let me share the screen. Can you see this?
Yes, I see.
Wait, okay. Huh? Wait a moment. Okay. The title is Effectiveness of Using Songs as Media in Teaching Listening Skills for Children's Stories in Elementary School. This is quasi-experimental research on third grade student at SDN 2 Maracang, Babakan Cikau District, Purwakarta Regency, first semester, in academic year 2012/2013 by me, Andriana Kusuma Wardani. I'm a student at Universitas Negeri Semarang. And this is the abstract. The purpose of this study is the first. In general, the aim of this research is to determine the effectiveness of using song media in teaching listening skill for children's stories in third grades of SD Negeri 2 Maracang. The second, especially the objective of this study are as follows. A, to determine the activities of teachers and students in teaching listening skill for children's stories between classes that use song media and those that do not. B, to determine the effectiveness of song media in teaching listening skills for children's stories. C, to determine the response of third grade students in SD Negeri 2 Maracang to using song media in teaching listening skill for children's stories. The method uses quasi-experimental methods with non-equivalent control group design. The data analysis shows that there is a significant difference in pre-test and post-test scores between experimental and control groups. This is evidenced by statistical calculation with a significance level of 0.05 and DF38. The t-table value is 2.20, while the calculated t-value is 7.419. This means that 7.419 greater than 2.20 or the calculated t-value is greater than the t-table value. Thus, based on the test results, it can be concluded that the working hypothesis is accepted. With this, song media is proven effective in teaching listening skills for children's stories in grade 3 of SD Negeri 2 Maracang. Additionally, in general, 80.952% students give a positive response to use of song in teaching listening skills for children's stories in the class. My keyword is song media, listening skill, and children's stories. I think that's all. Thank you.
Oke, terima kasih Bu Andriana Kusumawardhani. Selanjutnya akan disampaikan oleh Pak Edi Slamet. Silakan Pak Edi.
Terima kasih atas waktu yang telah diberikan. Saya akan menggunakan jurnal dari International Journal of Education, Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. And the application of directed reading activity, there a strategy to improve student reading comprehensive skill in finding the main idea of a paragraph in class 4 SDN 2 Pasalakan, Sumber Cirebon. Abstract, student reading comprehension ability in finding the main idea of a paragraph in class 4 SDN 2 Pasalakan is still low. This is because students do not know the meaning of new vocabulary. Therefore, the research applied the strategy to improve student reading comprehension ability in finding the main idea of a paragraph. Because through their strategy, students can know new vocabulary and its meaning, read silently, discuss it with friends, and there is feedback between student and teacher. The problem formulated in this study is how the planning, process, evaluation, and research of the application of the ERA strategy to improve student reading comprehension skill in determining the main idea of paragraph. To achieve this goal, the research uses a class action research method. This research was conducted through quantitative research using the model of Chemist and McTaggart model with 4 steps of activities, namely planning, action, observation, and reflection, field note, interview, and learning outcome test. The findings of the study include introducing new vocabulary and its meaning, setting reading objective, monitoring student, reading activities, guiding student to complete comprehension, question, and reflection on learning. So that student can work in group and solve a comprehension question well. By applying the DR strategy, student reading comprehension ability in fitting the main idea of paragraph increases. This is based on the result of the action of cycle 1 to cycle 3. The percentage of passing in a saving indicator continues to increases 45%, 62.5%, and 90%. Based on the result and analysis of the result, it can be concluded that the strategy and the ability to read comprehension of 4 grade student of SDN 2 Pasalakan in feeding the main idea of paragraph increases. Keywords daerah, main idea, reading comprehension. Terima kasih.
Oke, baik. Terima kasih Pak Edi atas pemaparannya. Selanjutnya akan disampaikan oleh Bu Sari Ekowati. Saya persilakan Bu Sari. Tidak hadir sepertinya Bu Sari. Oh, hadir.
Apakah sudah terlihat?
Sudah, Bu.
Ya, saya akan mulai. My name is Sari Ekowati. Journal from Jaipur Learning Journal. My journal, my name, Peggy Utami. Media Smart Learning application with Android-based TPS model on Moodle IPS. Abstract. Observation in 5th grade of SD Negeri Krapyak so that the teacher has not utilized learning media, especially IT-based. As a consequence, students' learning outcomes were not maximal. Based on that observation, the development media application Smart Learning based on Android is carried out. This study aimed to test the feasibility and effectiveness of the application Smart Learning based on Android on social science studies in SD Negeri Krapyak. This type of research is a research and development (R&D), with the subject of research is student in 5th grade at SD Negeri Krapyak. Data collection techniques were used to test technique, observation, interview, questionnaires, and documentation. Data analysis technique used descriptive, present test, normality test, and gain test. The result showed that 1. Media application Smart Learning based on Android has been developed. 2. Media application Smart Learning based on Android is clarified on very visible by experts. 3. Media application Smart Learning based on Android is proven to be effective in increasing student learning outcomes in the cognitive domain with the prepared sample and gain. Based on the result of the study, it can be counted that the application of smart learning based on Android is feasible and effective to improve the student learning outcomes in social science studies. Keyword based on Android media student learning outcomes. That's all. Thank you.
Ya, terima kasih Bu Sari Ekawati. Soalnya akan disampaikan oleh Bu Halimatus Sa'diyah. Pada Bu Halimatus saya persilakan.
Ya, terima kasih Pak Oning. Izin share screen ya Bapak Ibu. Apakah sudah terlihat?
Bu Sari coba stop share dulu, Bu Sari stop share.
Nah, bentar Pak, tak. Oh,
Silakan Bu Dia.
Oke, sudah terlihat ya. Oke, perkenalkan saya Halimatus Sa'diyah. Ini saya mencoba abstrak dari penelitian terbitnya di International Journal of Social Science and Business. Judul artikelnya adalah Development of Radek Model Assisted by Big Book Media to Improve Speaking Ability of Grade First Student of Islamic Elementary School Cahaya Ilmu Semarang. Abstraknya adalah the development of Radek Read, Answer, Discuss, Explain, and Create model assisted by Big Book Media is very suitable as one of the learning alternative to improve speaking skill in first grade student. Radek learning model sets students to be skillful in speaking. This is based on one of the Radek model syntax, namely explain. Students are required to be active in conveying creative ideas in discussing, collaborating, communicating, and reflecting on the results of essential cognitive aspects. This aims to improve student ability to master the material and create works or projects designed based on student willingness, based on critical and innovative thinking. The Big Book Media is used as a support system in the development of the Radek model. The purpose of the study is to describe quality, process, and effectiveness of the development of the Radek model assisted by Big Book Media. The type of research used was research and development, or R&D research. Data collection technique used interview, observations, and questionnaire. The data analysis technique used quantitative descriptive analysis. Based on the data analysis, it can be concluded that there are quality, process, and effectiveness of Radek model assisted by Big Book Media for first grade students. The implementation of this learning can help students to train focus in the circle. Teacher can facilitate student directly during learning. Keywordnya Radek model, Big Book, speaking skill. Just it for me. Thank you. Saya kembalikan ke Pak Oni.
Baik, terima kasih Bu Halimatus Sa'diyah. Untuk selanjutnya saya persilakan Bu Pipit Mira Fitriah untuk memaparkan. Silakan Bu.
Terima kasih atas kesempatannya. Izin share screen. Sudah terlihat ya?
Sudah.
Di sini saya akan memaparkan mengenai abstrak saya. Saya mengambil template dari jurnal UNES yang berjudul Juvenile Delinquency and Ruqyah Syariah Therapy in Improving Student Achievement, yang disusun oleh saya dan Muhammad Saifullah dari Department of Elementary School in Universitas Negeri Semarang and Department of Islamic Education in Universitas STIT Al-Amin Indramayu. Abstraknya yaitu this research was conducted based on the problem faced by class-age students of MTS Darul Hikmah Losarang regarding by many juvenile delinquency commit. The juvenile delinquency in question is that students often skip lesson and extracurricular activities. Students are lazy to do assignment, smoke in the school area, lack discipline, and student grades are below average. On the basis of this, the researcher was stimulated to conduct a study with the aim of improving student learning achievement at MTS Darul Hikmah Losarang. The research method chosen in qualitative or descriptive research. This research was conducted to time for the healing therapy process through Ruqyah Syariah. The research participants carried out were class-age students of MTS Darul Hikmah Losarang, totaling 23 students. The instruments used during the research activities were observation sheets, interviews, and documentation. During the research activities, the average score of students increased. In addition, students' attitudes have also changed for the better. Following up on this, therapy Ruqyah Syariah can be used as an alternative that can be used in improving student learning achievement. Keyword is juvenile, Ruqyah Syariah, and student achievement. Terima kasih. Saya kembalikan ke Mas Soni.
Ya, terima kasih atas pemaparan yang disampaikan. Selanjutnya pada Bu Jubaidah. Saya silakan.
Terima kasih. Izin share screen. Apakah sudah terlihat?
Proses.
Sudah terlihat?
Loading. Sudah.
Sudah. Kesempatan kali ini saya menggunakan International Journal of Education dari Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia. Judul artikel saya, Application of the STAD Type Cooperative Learning Model to Overcome Student Difficulties in Converting Ordinary Fraction to Decimal Form with Resolved Result in Class for SDN 2 Sarabau, Pleret District, Cirebon Regency. Abstract, grade 4 student of SDN 2 Sarabau have difficulty in converting ordinary fraction to decimal form with resolved result. This is because students do not understand the basic fact of division. Therefore, the researcher using the STAD Type Cooperative Learning Model to overcome student difficulties in converting ordinary fraction to decimal form with resolved result. Because through the STAD Type Cooperative Learning Model, students do not rely too much on the teacher, but can gain confidence in their own thinking ability, find information from various sources, and learn from other students. In connection with that, the problem formulated in this study is how the process and result of applying the STAD Type Cooperative Learning Model to overcome student difficulties in converting ordinary fraction to decimal form with resolved result. The research method that researchers use is the class action research method. The research instrument used in collecting data and information in this study include observation with line, field note with line, interview with line, and learning outcome test. The result showed that by using the type cooperative learning model, student learning achievement increased. This is based on the result of the action of cycle 1 to cycle 3, which continued to increase 50%, 76.31%, 86.84% after the application of the study cooperative learning model. The difficulties of fourth grade student of SDN to Sarabau in converting ordinary fraction to decimal form with resolved result can be resolved. Keyword as start type cooperative learning model, ordinary fraction, decimal fraction. That's all. Thank you.
Oke, baik. Terima kasih, Bu Jubaida. Selanjutnya, Mbak Enggar Kurniasih. Silakan, Mbak Enggar.
Baik, terima kasih Pak Ahmad Syaikoni. Izin share screen dan mohon maaf saya off cam. Apakah sudah terlihat?
Sudah. Tapi perlu
Sudah?
di-zoom sepertinya.
Sudah, Pak? Baik,
Sudah, silakan.
Baik, langsung saya mulai. Di sini saya akan menerbitkan jurnalnya di Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia, International Journal of Education. Jurnal yang saya berjudul Ethnomathematics Exploration of Parang Panther Solo Batik in the Study of Geometry. Langsung saja ke abstraknya. Ethnomathematics is an intercultural relationship that exists in the environment, and mathematics is an alternative learning of cultural and mathematical activities. Mathematical concepts that can be developed in Solo Batik Parang motif have the concept of geometry. The geometric concept found in Solo Batik Parang motif contains of points, lines, angles, shape, and geometric transformation. The purpose of this research was to study and describe the ethnomathematics of Batik Solo Parang motif in the study of geometry. This research was a qualitative descriptive research with an ethnographic approach. The subject of the study involved two research persons, the assistant manager and batik maker of the Danar Hadi Museum of Surakarta. Data collection technique were observation, interview, and documentation. The result of the ethnomathematical exploration of the Solo Batik Parang motif can be used as an alternative source for learning geometric concepts and used as teaching materials in the form of models, textbook, hangout, or worksheet for grade 3 and grade 4 students adapted to basic computation. The consolation of the study found the concept of geometry in Batik Solo motif Parang, namely the concept of points, line, angle, flat shape, and geometric transformation. Keyword: ethnomathematics, Solo Batik Parang motif, and geometric concept. Baik, terima kasih.
Ya, terima kasih Mbak Enggar Kurniasih. Saya di stop share terlebih dahulu. Ya. Selanjutnya Bu Atik Nasihatul. Silakan Bu Atik bisa memaparkan.
Oke. Izin share screen, teman-teman. Oke. Apakah sudah terlihat?
Sudah, Bu.
Oke. Oke, untuk nanti yang akan saya share adalah tentang application of the assistant problem-based learning (PBL) model video media to improve to critical thinking and student learning result. This study aims to determine the improvement of critical thinking skill and learning outcome of elementary school student grade 5 SD and elementary 1 to Schomulia in thematic learning theory through the application of the problem-based learning (PBL) model assisted by video media. This research is classroom action research. The research subject were students of class 5. The data was collected using the observation method with a checklist instrument and a performance test. The data obtained were analyzed descriptively. The result of the study of as follows: application of the PBL model in thematic learning theory can improve student critical thinking skill in the learning by 80%. Student critical thinking skill after the application of PBL, namely students with very high critical thinking skill category, as much as 80%, moderately critical category of 2 students, 20% less critical category of 0 student, 0%. See, the application of PBL can encourage student learning outcomes by 40% and the student learning outcome after the application of PBL, namely the number of students who receive the KKMS many as 80 students, 40%. First, it can be consulted that the application of the project-based learning (PGBL) learning model assisted by learning videos can improve critical thinking and student learning outcomes. Oke. Sudah, Pak Ahmad?
Ya, baik.
Oke.
Bisa stop share, Bu Atik.
Oke.
Sudah sampai urutan terbawah, kurang satu yaitu Mas Syahrul Ramadan, tapi sepertinya berhalangan, nanti bisa menyusul untuk konfirmasi ke Mas Aris dan Pak Farid ya, karena masih dalam perjalanan mudik sepertinya. Baik, demikian untuk hari ini, untuk kesempatan kali ini, karena sudah memaparkan seluruh abstrak yang dihasilkan, sehingga selanjutnya bisa ditindaklanjuti. Semoga bisa submit dan sesuai harapan ya. Syukur-syukur bisa terbit seperti itu. Saya selaku pemandu acara atau kegiatan hari ini, mohon maaf yang sebesar-besarnya apabila ada kesalahan dalam tutur kata ataupun memandu acara. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya kembalikan ke Mas Aris.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih Mas Sony dan teman-teman. Untuk selanjutnya berarti nanti hasil rekamannya ini silahkan